Teresa, I'll start with you. You've been silently listening for the last 30 odd minutes. What's your favorite footballing moment? If you're a football fan, what's your favorite footballing moment, if there is any, that you want to talk about? Favorite football moment? Any memory that you want to share with us? Favorite team, favorite player? Don't tell me Lothar, tell me someone else. Your favorite, or your favorite football moment?
To be fair, before I met Lothar, I haven't really been in touch with football so much. And only through him, I started watching football games, started to understand more and more and more. So I can't really say that there was a favorite moment, but I always enjoy watching football with Lothar together. And when I learn more and he explains something to me, but I can't really tell you.
So what was your sport before you got in, you met Lothar? What was your sport?
I was into fighting, judo.
Yes. So fascinating. She was German champion in judo. Wow. Thank you for telling me. So when I come to Olympic sport, now that you mentioned judo, this whole tradition of Olympism and culture, and I think of the 1936 Olympics, I think of all of that. One goes to Berlin, one still sees ritual. What does sport mean to you, and what is the one lesson that you learned from being, or in your career as a sports person in judo?
I think, first of all, so coming from my sport, I think sports is a test of discipline, mental strength, and I think that's also respect, of course, and constant improvement. And I think that's the most important lessons you can take away from sports.
Nice. So continuing on that note, I'll go to two very eminent ladies who are with us today, who both have questions for Lothar. Our first guest, Shonali Chaudhary. Shonali, your question. Our guest from Z Bangla, Shona, your question for Lothar Mathias, please.
Hi.
Hi.
Good evening. I'm a huge fan of yours. Actually, this is a fangirl moment for me. Actually, first question is, how do you see Bengal Super League shaping lives of young footballers from the grassroots level to the international stage?
Yeah, we was talking always about improving. I see the Bengal Super League can be a chance for younger generation player. I don't speak about 15 and 16 years old, but the players who are young talented, they need game practice. And sometimes the step from the youth team to the Indian Super League, or Super League, it's too big. And the coaches want then maybe sometimes more players who have experience in their team to make the results, to make the fans happy. They're a little bit afraid maybe to work with a young generation player because they cannot look so far in the future, because when they don't have the results, the owner will fire them and then he's without job. And I think this can be really a good chance, and maybe we can make the rules to have a minimum Indian player in each squad who are under 21. For example, 5 to under 21 young players from India. To give these players the game practice, because only with the game practice you can train every day. But training and game is completely different. When you shoot a penalty in the training, you are not with pressure, because when you miss a penalty, nobody can see it. But when you miss a penalty in an official game, yes, you have the media against you, you have the fans against you, and all these things. And I think this can be some rules what you can put in our league to make or give the young generation, talented Indian young generation players the chance to get game practice. And with this game practice they can improve, they get experience, and then later maybe they can play on a higher level.
Thank you so much, sir. I have just another small question. Do you ever see Indian films, Hindi films?
Hindi films.
Hindi cinema?
Movies.
Hindi movies?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay. Then no questions actually.
No question.
Otherwise, I want to ask you that who's your favorite actress?
I was always fan of Sylvester Stallone.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, moving on to my next guest. One of the most watched and celebrated Bengali series was, which focused on football, was this series called Joey, and she was the lead act. May I please ask Devadrita Basu to ask her question of Lothar Mathias.
Hello, Lothar.
Hi.
Hi. So my question for you is, you have seen Kolkata, its people, its heritage, its love for football, I'm sure. So, if you had to say one line for Kolkata, what would it be?
Kolkata changed a lot in the last 16 years. This city looks more safe, looks more clean. This was my first mind when I come back after 16 years to this city with beautiful people, with friendly people, who people give you support, and I feel very happy here, and I think Teresa too.
Okay, fantastic, and thanks again, and we are very glad to have you as our ambassador for Bengal Super League. Thank you so much. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, time to move on to the next part of the program, but before that, can we have a round of applause for Teresa Sommer and of course Lothar Mathias.